Welcome to
Wassup NYCU. This is Tin.
This is Catherine.
In this podcast, we share some interesting facts about our campus in English.
Playing sports or exercising can help us release stress and keep us healthy. Thus, joining a sports team has always been a popular choice. So, Tin, have you joined any sports team or club?
Well, though I don't exercise regularly, which is not a good habit, I still sometimes take part in the badminton team gatherings on my department. Tiring as it may be, it indeed gets me more relaxed. What about you?
Pretty much the same. But I will also go swimming from time to time.
Oh, some of my friends love swimming too, especially when it's a hot summer day. Others spend a lot of time practicing volleyball or basketball since there are often competitions taking place.
Yes, those are some kinds of commonly seen sports. Our guest today is really special. She has joined a club that requires a huge amount of teamwork, energy, and passion. And that is the cheerleading team. Let's welcome Pat. Yay!
Yay!
Hello, I'm Pat. Just graduated from the Department of Transportation and Logistic Management, and I have been involved in cheerleading since my freshman year, so now it's my 4th year to being a cheerleader.
Hello, Pat. It's so nice to have you here. So we really know little about cheerleading team. It's kind of new to us since we're in Yangming campus, and most of the time we have to play the role of cheerleaders ourselves. So can you introduce the team to us?
CheerFox, our cheerleading team name, is the cheerleading team of National Yangming Jiaotong University, and it has been established for over 10 years, and the numbers of members varies each term. Currently, the average number of members per term is 5, and we warmly welcome everyone to join us.
Okay, so do you have some kind of regular gatherings, and what is it like to participate? Like, what do you actually do in the gatherings?
Regular classes are held on Mondays and Wednesdays during the semester, which means regular practice. However, besides this practice, team members also have extra practice sections throughout the week and even engage in exchange with other schools like Tsinghua University. And during regular club classes, we focus on basics and preparing for upcoming events or competitions. For each event, the selected leaders will be in charge of training lectures. We start with individual moves, then added continuity and incorporate speeds, and finally synchronize the routine with music. Well, as for extra practice, that's for all partners from various backgrounds. Everyone is welcome to participate if they want. It is a great opportunity to inspect and learn from each other's work for rapid growth. Additionally, we also conducted joint practice with other schools recently, like summer training last week.
So basically, if you join the cheerleading team, there will be many events and competitions for you to prepare for. And there are great chances that you will need to have extra practices. And by the way, I've heard that your team recently just won some prizes in the National Cheerleading Championship. So congratulations.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Thank you.
And also, I'd personally like to know that what motivated you to join the cheerleading team and why?
Well, before being a university student, when I'm still a senior student, and I had browsed through the clubs on internet and found the cheerleading team, and I'm fascinated by that. So during the freshman club fair, I visited the booth of cheerleading team and signed up for their one-day experience camp. After participating, my interest grew even more. However, I was still torn between whether I should join the cheerleading team or the dance club. Then I made up my mind because something the club president said during the experience camp. She said, "You can dance anywhere, anytime. But finding a place to cheer and having the opportunity to cheer with the same group of people is truly unique." This statement deeply moved me, and I made up my mind to join the competitive cheerleading team.
Wow, I love that statement too. I mean, it can be really powerful when a group of people unites their hearts and focus on one thing. So, as I have mentioned earlier, I participate in the badminton team kind of for fun and relaxation. But some people, like some of my classmates, are very dedicated or even devoted to these kind of events. But it may be too stressful for some people, like me. It's kind of like a common problem for many clubs or teams that each person spends different amount of time or a different degree of attention. So I'm wondering what's your attitude towards these kind of activities and how do you take it?
Well, I just had a conversation with my friend, which is also a cheerleader, about this topic recently, and I realized that I'm somehow different among them. I'm being to the group of people who want to spread joy and focus on practicing without putting much emphasis on managing the team. So I'm grateful to the dedicated members of the club who make it possible for everyone to continue the tradition and grow together comfortably.
Well, I believe what you do is also a way of commitment. So, on the other hand, does joining in the cheerleading team have any influence on you, or has it brought you any changes?
Well, being a cheerleader, I can really understand the strong cohesion that seniors spoke about. Since any cheerleading activity requires 100% trust and cooperation to be successfully executed. Therefore, I believe that I have grown in various aspects of dealing with people and situations, learning how to collaborate and empathize with others.
I believe those are really important abilities in interacting with different kinds of people. And speaking of trust, how do you learn the tossing actions in cheerleading? Have you ever made a mistake, and how did you feel at that moment?
Well, I often made the mistakes, and besides, the 6 major elements of cheerleading are dance, cheer, partner stunt, tumbling, pyramid, and jump. We start with explanations for each move and then form groups. The senior members would guide the newcomers, providing step-by-step instructions. And it's definitely not something that can be achieved overnight. Of course, mistakes happen during practice, and every failure serves as a learning chance. Self-blame transforms into the knowledge absorption and becomes a point of reminder for others. So no matter how difficult a move may seem, as long as the instructions are clear and I have enough courage and preparation, I can maintain efficient and joyful practice.
I really hope that everything will go well during your practices. Is there anything else that you find difficult in the club?
So many. Although it is said that with enough practice, anyone can master new moves. However, the first step in challenging those new moves is still difficult, especially when practicing for competitions or performances. The added pressure and nervousness make it even more challenging. After all, I would say that challenging myself is the most difficult part, I think.
Okay, but I guess no pain, no gain, right? So here's the next question. Does your team have problems recruiting new members? Since I'm aware that cheerleading team requires teamwork, and as have been mentioned, the teamwork is only possible when there's a team of enough members. And is there anything you want to say to encourage anyone who might be considering to join the team?
Well, we have more members to join us in the last 2 years, but it seems that the later students may not be as enthusiastic about joining clubs. I have heard some clubs even have disappeared gradually, unfortunately. So anyone, no matter what's your height, weight, or body type, as long as you're interested in joining the cheerleading team, you're always welcome. The members within the club are incredibly friendly, and there's no pressure to join. If you're interested, feel free to contact us by Instagram, Facebook, or anyone you know.
Yes, make sure to follow their Instagram or Facebook if you're interested in the cheerleading team. So without a doubt, joining a club takes time and efforts, but without these, it's also hard to bond with other members. So it's just something that really depends on our own values.
Indeed. And I would also like to encourage our audience. You may not be interested in sports teams or sports clubs, but it is important to find out what you like. And I personally would say spending time with those who share the same interest is truly a fascinating experience, and you will surely end up with a lot of unique memories. And that's no lie. Anyway, thank you, Pat, again for coming.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yay.
And that's all for today's podcast. Have you ever seen a cheerleading performance before? Would you like to try the cheerleading team someday? You can share your thoughts or experience with us by writing an email to bmse.emi@gmail.com. bmse.emi@gmail.com.
And if there's any topic you're interested in, please let us know, and perhaps we'll be talking about that in the future.
That's all for today's
Wassup
Niku. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
我想要花絮可以放说完全没有录到音档，谢谢大家。头好痛。